Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions ticking back to mildly bearish in a bull market. This is a new condition now that we haven't seen for a little while. Now that we're in this uptrend, again, as far as nomenclature, as far as the way that you call something a bull market or a bear market, and there are different variations of that. And as far as we're concerned, we're looking for this uptrend to be intact, to be considered a bull market. So we've ticked back into that location. We've been talking about this slow move higher on this overall trend now for a length of time. The price activity has been very choppy. It hasn't been really a smooth looking pattern, so it's continually looked like a counter trend to this, but we'll see how that ends up working itself out over the next few days and weeks. We're working on this breakout. That S&P pulled back probably on some bank risk over the last couple of days. Again, earnings have continued to look good, and so we'll see which ends up taking over here, which catalyst ends up taking over. We've got some Fed activity this week, and that's probably going to move the market as well. So we saw that momentum indicator tick back a little bit. Breadth still sitting right here in the middle. We've talked about that for for a couple of months now, where this breadth has just not moved. Let me just move this chart down just a little bit. It hasn't moved up into this extreme range. Here, these are large participation moves. This has not been a real large participation move, so we'll see if that means anything or not. We are also on buy-sell ratio seeing things still a little bit negative. We're on the negative side of that buy-sell ratio, which is 0.45. This middle line right here, when you've got red above green, then you've got bears in charge. When you've got green above red, then you've got bulls in charge. And so we've seen that now, a little bit of pullback here. We've moved back to mildly bearish in that bull market trend, which means looking for buying the dips. We actually saw that yesterday on SPY, and I believe futures are up a little bit this morning. But we saw that here where we had this retracement moving back down from all the way to this low, and then it moved all the way back up about halfway of that move. So we did see some buying action on that dip, and that's the mentality now that we want to see if the market continues to hold that mentality of buying the dips now. It's been that way for this entire year. For the most part, any pullback, even this larger downtrend, has been bought into. Let's look at sectors here real quick and see. We've got construction, aerospace, utilities. There's actually a couple gold stocks I want to look at this morning. Our new buy list here, we've got, again, mostly biomed or biotech, anything that starts with medical, drugs. Everything is working in that space right now. Some volatility, obviously. This is has got a new buy range, a new buy setup here. RVNC also looking like a potential breakout move. These sometimes we do, and as we've talked about before, this bear market creates some of these false breakouts. So once if we get solid market conditions, and a lot of these moves as they break out start to look more like this, where we're able to just hold on to those moves while they're green and participate in that overall uptrend. But sometimes we do get some false starts on that. It's kind of the point of risk management. Well, it is the point of risk management, is so that when we do get stopped out on a head fake or a false breakout, that it's not a big deal, and that we can re-enter. And even if we're stopped out a couple of different times, it's going to be one of those trades that ends up making up all of those losses. Let me go to this muscle stocks list because I wanted to show you just off of that top 5 we had in that new buy list. AGI, their top 5 here, it didn't quite show up in that top 5, but it's a really good looking gold stock with a new confirmation bar right here. Lots of good fundamentals. So if you're shopping around for a good gold stock, here is a candidate for you to look at. And then there was also one a little bit deeper in the scan. Let's see if I can find it. There were a couple actually. One of them was GOLD. Oh, here it was right here, Harmony Gold. So we had Harmony Gold, which also had a nice looking breakout confirmation pattern. And then we also had Well, we just skipped by that. Oh, there it was, Barrett Gold. So see gold stocks here starting to make a move, and they're all back in that range. So keep an eye on those today. They'll probably be that trend. If we're seeing equities potentially faltering, then you'll see money moving over into gold. But if equities find some support and move higher, some of these moves may not move higher. Although, that being said, the price of gold is still relatively high. These companies are profitable, and we may see some momentum on that. If you don't have full access to the site and software, you can sign up with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.